Hello! Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited for today's video because we are doing another Harry Potter Journal with Me session because I finished Harry Potter 4, The Goblet of Fire, and absolutely loved it, so I'm excited to journal about it and share my thoughts with you today. It was so good. I absolutely loved Harry Potter 4. I feel like, I've said this in other videos, but they just keep getting better and better with each passing book. I feel like there's just more plot points and more stuff going on, more characters, and they just are a lot more intriguing and fun and keep me awake at night, and I just can't put the book down more and more with every book. And that was just the case again with book 4. It was just so good. There was so much packed in it. So many different things. I learned so much about the Ministry, more about house elves. Moody was a really cool, fascinating character. The whole story with Barty Crouch and Barty Crouch Jr. was so sad and depressing, but interesting also. There was just so much in this book and I just loved it. So let's jump in. If you're new to my channel, I read Harry Potter when I was in elementary school, so it's been 15 years since I read them, and I haven't gone back and reread them, so I decided this summer it would be a fun project to go reread all the Harry Potter books, and I am loving them. So I have videos for the first 3 books and my experience reading those, and then today we're going to talk about Harry Potter 4, which was so good. I seriously only have 2 complaints in the whole book. Everything else was just so good and I loved it so much. My one complaint is that you didn't get Harry Potter playing Quidditch because they canceled all the Quidditch matches for the Triwizard Tournament, which is fine. The Triwizard Tournament took up a lot of space and a lot of writing time, so it would have made the book really a lot longer probably if J.K. Rowling included Quidditch as well, but I just feel like I like the Quidditch part, so I was sad that they weren't in there. And also, book 4 would have been so boring if Harry wasn't in the Triwizard Tournament. Can you imagine what the other students, just a normal, regular Hogwarts student, it would have just been so boring for them. So, I was a little sad that we didn't get more of their side of the story, and also Quidditch. Yeah, but that's really my one complaint. I also feel like there were some things that we didn't totally talk about, the whole book, Snape's talking about how the exam, they're going to make an antidote, and for their exam, they're going to test the antidote, and he's going to test it on students, which is not cool. But I was intrigued about what that would turn out to be and how that would end, and we never went through it. More important things happened. Voldemort came back, and the Triwizard Tournament was way more important, but I was left okay, but actually what happened? Did you actually test it on Neville? Did you test it on Ron? Harry missed the exams because he was one of the champions, but what happened there? And did Dumbledore really allow Snape to test on students their own antidote? I was intrigued, and we never answered that question, so those are my 2 complaints. But other than that, I absolutely loved this book. There was so much packed into it. I had a great time reading it. Seriously, it prompted so many discussions with my family members about Harry Potter, and I feel like this book was really we've built up this world, now we're off running, and it's the beginning of the end. Voldemort is back. So many important things happen in this book. I loved it so much. I have said that so many times, but I really did love it so much. It's probably my favorite one so far that I've read. Out of the first 4 books, I think book 4 is my favorite. I bawled when Harry's parents came out of Harry's wand in the battle with Voldemort at the end. That was just such a beautiful moment, and it was just cool to think of guardian angels and how they're there for Harry, and that was so cool. I also found Barty Crouch and his dad, Barty Crouch Jr. and Barty Crouch's story so insane and intriguing, but so depressing and so sad. I can't even imagine what Barty Crouch was feeling, like, to have to put his son in Azkaban and then to put his wife in his place instead. Like, how do you do that? I can't even imagine. And then to Barty Crouch's son to escape the Imperious Curse and put the Imperious Curse on you, and like he finally escapes and tries to go tell Dumbledore. His story was so sad, and but it was so intriguing and fun to read too, like, as horrible as that sounds, because it was sad and depressing, but it was intriguing, and I wanted to keep reading and know what happens next. It was so good. I want to hear more about Fred and George. I feel like there were lots of side characters that didn't get their moment in this book, and I'm excited and hopeful that they will get their moment in future books. But I loved this story. Rita Skeeter drove me absolutely insane. I hate her. And this book, I feel like Dumbledore had so many good lessons. I feel like in other books, he for sure has said really great things. But this one, I wrote down some of the quotes in my journal because I was like, that was really cool. And I wanted to save that quote. So that was awesome too. Seriously, I'm just saying this over and over again, but I totally loved this book. I'm excited to see Harry and Sirius Black's relationship to, improve and deepen. I'm excited to see where that goes, because I feel like at this point, Harry really does not know Sirius that well. Like, he's had one day with him in the third book where he frees him and not really frees him, but like gives him Buckbeak. He's able to leave, but like he doesn't really know Sirius that much. And then in this book, he's had a few letters from him, and Sirius gave him the firebolt, and he had one day in Hogsmeade with like an afternoon with Snuffles in Hogsmeade, and then Sirius is there at the end in Dumbledore's office to help comfort Harry after the third task and Voldemort returning. And then he is there in the hospital wing where Harry's trying to recover after that third task as well. So yes, Sirius was there like a little bit more than he has been, but I feel like Harry is kind of projecting a father figure onto Sirius, and Sirius is projecting James, like his friend and Harry's dad, onto Harry. And I don't know that their relationship really is all this deep yet, so I'm excited to see if it gets deeper in the coming books. I also love there were a couple lines in this book that just were so funny. One time, I think it was maybe on the day in Hogsmeade, possibly, I'm not entirely sure where in the book it was, but it said Sirius says something, and so it says the line that he said, and then it said Sirius seriously, which I just found so humorous. There was another part where Harry's in divination, and there's all the candles and the like incense and the perfumes, and like Harry's head is swimming and he can't stand divination, and then he ends up falling and having a vision of Voldemort and Wormtail, and knowing that Barty Crouch is dead, and Wormtail is reprimanded by Voldemort, but also like, oh, it's okay because Barty Crouch is dead, so your mistake has been fixed in Voldemort's eyes. So he has this vision, right? But before that, he's talking about just how cloudy and smelly this divination room is, and it said the perfumed fumes, which I just loved. So those were two, like, I don't know, they made me laugh. Don't know if you can tell. Usually I plan out what I'm gonna say and practice it a few times, and this instead is just my raw first take thoughts on the book. But I really did love the book so much. I'm so excited for the next book, and excited for another journaling session. Stay tuned for that.